And now he's for Michael Wilson who makes the grab. Wilson with a catch for 22. And Vikings bring everybody up at the line of scrimmage. And then Bale. So just a four-man rush. Tipped to the line. And caught. It's Wilson off the deflection for a dozen. Cardinals get a little bit of luck right there. 1st and 10 at the 33. Play action on first down. Murray with his eyes downfield. Lets it fly. There is Elijah Higgins. Murray retreats. Lost. DeMercado. Not much there. Stopped by Cashman, who's racking up the tackles, and the Vikings have forced another field goal attempt. This chip shot from 31. And the Cardinals are back in front.
Sometimes just give Jefferson and Addison a chance downfield.
Start the drive with a quick throw, and they're saying we're going to find one way or another to get the ball into Justin Jefferson's hands. Only 2 catches last week. Teams have just taken him away.
Darnold, he's big, he's strong, he's very athletic.
Let's hit rip, and there's Jefferson again. Second catch of the drive. Justin Jefferson inside the 35 and a gain of 24. Vikings facing pressure here. Darnold beats it over the middle of Powell. His first catch.
Woodmaker right here, bottom of the screen.
Here it comes, and they get there. The sack. It was Mack Wilson decking Darnold. Back in the fringes of field goal range. Greg Parker almost perfect in his NFL career, but as long as 45. This is 55. It is on the way, and he's got enough leg to stay perfect.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. Mayfield on play action. Gets this one to use check.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he's able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go play action. Mayfield airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Irving. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll try it now with Irving. And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Well, now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Mayfield off the play fake. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit again with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. They will run for the first time here with White. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Mayfield. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because Covered was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The Saints looking for win number 2 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here. I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now Rattler. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's...
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Breaks through the contact. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Rattler wants to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to have a Saints first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here's Rattler. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Rattler working out of the gun. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. He took the hit when he threw that ball. Maybe the O-line just thankful that that worked out for a touchdown.
Yeah, because you know their pride is don't let that guy get hit, no matter what, under any circumstances. But anytime it pays off in a touchdown, they'll figure out how to block a little bit better going forward.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Straight ahead, it's Irvin. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Once again, it's Irvin. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Rattler. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd down and 7. Play fake. Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. In motion, the tight end. Now Mayfield. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Mayfield down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Isaiah Foskey brings him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
To the air is Rattler. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Rattler. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A run up the middle with Irving. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They run out of the gun with Irving. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On play action, Rattler. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down at 7. From the gun, here's Rattler. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in. Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer, 74 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. 71 yards rushing for him now to this point. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That is caught. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And they'll run again. And he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. The tally there, minus 2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 65 yards. And the Buccaneers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Another run on second down. Trying to cover up. And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the